Yesterday, one important thing we discussed, that why we are having too much attachment with our body, because sat karma janya, there is karma sambandha. That is why too much attachment, too much attraction. And that is the problem. But more severe problem, if we are having attachment and attraction for the object where there is no karma sambandha. Like, you know, your car violated the rule or something, traffic rule, or car has been stolen, and the police, they identified it. Then you have to prove it that this is your car, you have purchased. And then uh, when you purchase also, I don't know what happens now, you have to show the legal income also. So everything is step by step. So money, why we are too much attached with the money, what we earn, because there is karma sambandha. Then through that money, we purchase car and we are attached because there is karma sambandha. Likewise, the same thing for our children and wife. So if a person loves his wife, he is praiseworthy, that see how honest person, how he loves his wife. If that person starts loving other person's wife, then it's a problem, because there is no karma sambandha. Clear? That is why Ravan घृणा की वस्तु, क्योंकि he stole others' wife. There was no karma sambandha. Clear? Now, another interesting point I will tell you. Why we are too much attached, too much sense of ownership with our body. Because it is always available for me. You just see the personality. Maybe he is a Swami, he is a teacher, or he is any big personalities, where there is a distance, where there is less availability, we give more importance, more value. Who is verily available always, we rarely give that much of value what the person or the thing deserve. But at the same time, we don't give that much of value, but it creates a tremendous sense of possession, sense of ownership, that he is mine, it is mine, like that. So, which will be too much available for us, there our ownership, sense of possession, attachment, attraction, all such things happens. And for a jiva, the only always available thing is his body. Clear? Now, very interesting point we will discuss today. I don't know whether you have ever thought of or not. In 74th verse, if you see there, parasparam saihi militani bhutva sthulani cha sthula sharira hetavaha matraha tadiha vishaya bhavanti shabdadaya panchashakaya bhaktu. So, all the sukshma bhuta akash, vayu, agni, jal, prithvi, the subtle portion, when they get mixed up, and create the gross thing, that is panchikaranam, that we know. So this body is nothing but the panchikaranam of sukshma vastu, sukshma tattva, that akash, vayu, agni, jal, prithvi. We are seeing it in different way. Very interesting way we will look at it. That we are attached with our body, too much attraction and attachment is there. And this body is nothing but the combination of 5 basic elements. But in each of Panchikrita Vastu, why we don't have the same attachment or attraction? Body is Panchikrita Pancha Mahabhuta. The stone we see, we don't claim it is I, or we don't feel too much attachment. Now see another science. Suppose a fruit is hanging. We don't say it is I. Apple, guava, papaya. We never claim that it is I. Apple is I. Do I say? No. But when we purchase it, we start claiming this is my apple. Clear? That apple I have eaten. This body is only the sum total of apple, guava, rice, paneer, etc., whatever we have eaten. Then we start claiming it I. Clear? Then when we excrete, that also never we claim that this is I. Maximum we can tell this is mine. Clear? So, but out of delusion, we consider the food as I. This your whole body, the flesh, the blood, the bone marrow, the saliva, flame, urine, and other things. Everything is nothing but the food and drinks. Drink, if you don't drink water, will you urinate? Of course not. So the whole body from head to toe is nothing but the food. But with the delusion, we start claiming it as I. Clear? হ্যাঁ, ডিফিকাল্ট, কিন্তু বোঝার চেষ্টা করো। আপেল কোন কাশ্মীরে হয়েছে, বা অন্য কোনো যারা আবার একটু দামি ফল খায়, ওয়াশিংটন অ্যাপেল, সে যতই খারাপ খেতে হোক, কিন্তু তবু লেক মার্কেট থেকে ওয়াশিংটন অ্যাপেল ৩০০ টাকা করে কিলো কিনে নিয়ে যায়। তাতে ওয়্যাক্স পলিশ থাকে, তাকে তুলতে হয়। কিন্তু যেহেতু পয়সা দিয়ে কিনেছি, সঙ্গে সঙ্গে সেটা আমার আপেল। এই আমার আপেলটা কোথায় গেল? হয়তো ঠাকুরের জন্য এনেছে, সবাই দিয়েছে। ওয়াশিংটন আপেল একটু গোলাপি দেখতে হয়। এই ভূমেন্দ্র, আমি যে আপেলটা নিয়ে এলাম, আমার আপেলটা কোথায়? কোথায় আমার আপেল? কোন চাষির ঘরে হয়েছে? বাট অ্যাজ উই হ্যাভ পারচেসড ইট, উই স্টার্ট ক্লেমিং আমার, মাইন। এবার যখন সেই আপেলটা আমি খেলাম, সেটাই তো ডাইজেস্ট হয়ে দিবাকর চৈতন্যে পরিণত হলো। ক্লিয়ার? তখন সেই আপেলটাকেই তো আমি দিবাকর বলে আমি রেকগনাইজ করতে থাকি। ক্লিয়ার? দেন দ্য পার্ট অফ এক্সক্রিশন, হোয়াটএভার উই টেক, উই এক্সক্রিট। আমরা কিন্তু তখন আর বলছি না দ্যাট এক্সক্রিশন অন দ্য ফিল্ড ইজ আই। We say this is mine. So what is this body? This body is sum total of rice, dal, lentils, apple, etc., etc., etc. So this is food only. The food we consume, actually, we start claiming this is I. বোঝা গেল কি? Good. Now, and what is that Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha? This is the guna of the subtle element. Actually, we don't enjoy the world. Have you ever thought of it? See all the new thinking process today. We never enjoy the world. What we enjoy? We enjoy the quality of Panchatattva. Like Shabda. What is Shabda? Shabda is the quality or guna of Akasha Tattva. So when we enjoy any sound, any voice, actually we are enjoying the Akasha Tattva. Have you ever thought of it? This thing. Now, actually we experience Shabda Sparsha, Rupa Rasa Gandha when we smell something else. Oh, what a wonderful rose. Actually, we are enjoying the Prithvi Tattva. Because Gandha is the quality of Prithvi. And little bit coming to the Bhagavatam. Bhagavan took the avatara of Varaha, pig, Why? Because that attachment, without attachment, you can do all those things. Na? Why Varaha avatar? Because Hiranaksha stole that Prithvi and took it into the deep ocean. And the pigs are too much attached with the earth. If you notice pig, it is always smelling. Have you noticed it? Yes. So that is the symbol of attachment. So Bhagavan got attached with the earth to rescue the earth. There was some purpose of attachment. So whenever we smell something else, it means we are enjoying or taking the Prithvi Tattva. When we see anything else, a picturesque, oh, what a wonderful valley. We actually enjoy the Agni Tattva because Rupa is the guna of Agni Tattva. Clear? So think in that way. Our thinking should be very subtle. Then, now the thing is, those objects are in the born of thought. What we call object, actually the concept of object is actually it is thought only. The gandha is nothing but the thought, vritti. Why it has come? Because it is the Prithvi Tattva. The Prithvi Tattva, out of delusion, we are telling it gandha and we are getting attached. Suppose a person wants to see another person always 24 hours. Suppose in young age or like that. Actually, that person is enjoying the Agni Tattva but deluded in the Rupa. Clear? So, this is called Maya Jal. Out of delusion, we give importance some qualities of Panchatattva, and we got attached. The thing is, what is Vishaya? The Vishaya baddha karte hai to. See, Sanskrit is really Deva Bhasha. The etymology of Vishaya, you can write it. Visheshena badhnati sinvanti iti Vishaya. Visheshena badhnati means যা বিশেষ रूपे बेंधे फैले আমাদের विशेष रूप में जो हम लोगों को बांध लेता है वही विषय है clear so that which has ability to bind that which has ability to bind is called object. Binding doesn't mean that someone has to tie it up with the rope. Our car, our house, our money, our wife, our children, our husband, we are bound actually. We are tied up with the thoughts. It's very sukshma, but more intense than the physical tying up. Clear? The thing is, object has no problem. Yesterday we discussed object is very innocent, but object has ability to bind. New point today you got, that object is innocent, but object has ability to bind. Clear? And any bondage creates dukkham, but sometimes some dukkham comes in the lucrative cover of sukham. जिस सुख की आशा में हम लोग संसार में फंस जाते हैं, actually it is dukkham, but it comes to us. Suppose a poison comes with a very good covering, and we accept it and we relish it. Then we regret. যে মানুষটার সঙ্গে সাত পাকে বাঁধা হলো, বা যারা ভালো পরিবারের বিরুদ্ধে গিয়ে একে অপরকে ভালোবাসাবাসি করে বিয়ে করলো, তোমাকে ছাড়া আমি বাঁচবো কি করে, কিছুদিন পরেই তোমার জন্য আমার সারা গা হাত পায়ে কালি পড়ে গেল তোমার এই সংসারের জোয়াল টানতে টানতে। দিস ইজ দ্য রিয়ালিটি অফ দ্য সংসার। শান্তনু হাসছে কেন বুঝতে পারছি না। রোজ এরকম শোনে কিনা স্ত্রীর থেকে যে তোমার সংসারে এসে আমার সব গেল, কত ভালো ভালো ছেলে দেখতে এসেছিল, সবাইকে রিজেক্ট করে তোমাকে হ্যাঁ বলেছিলাম। So the thing is, bhaktuhu sukhaya. Whatever bhaktuhu sukhaya, sukh means here sukha and dukkha. Bhaktuhu sukhaya bhavantu. Bhavanti means sukhaya dukkhaya bhavanti. Dukkha is hidden, not written in the text, but you have to, like, in algebra, to solve any problem, we always see this is X and we start solving. So like life is like that. See why we are discussing so much, because the problem of mind is attachment and identification with the Atma because of moha or delusion. It means I could not apply my discriminatory faculty. इतना attachment, इतना attraction जिसमें होना नहीं चाहिए उसमें है, क्यों? क्योंकि हम लोग विवेक का प्रयोग नहीं कर पाया, विवेक का अभाव। लेकिन अगर विवेक है और वैराग्य नहीं है, then it's another problem. Now, so the thing is, in young age, the bondage is less. Okay. Like, in teenage, why people become so much fearless? हम लोग बोलते हैं यार खून का बहुत तेज है, ये है वो है. It's not like that. See, in that time, attachment remains very less. क्योंकि विवेक के साथ साथ वैराग्य भी रहते हैं. That is why you will see youngsters donate more blood. Youngsters have the courage to join army at that time. 17, 18, 19, how much they run because they have to join in army and have to save the country. I had a friendship with a colonel. He was the part of the Kargil fight. He was too aged. You know, at that time he was 54 and I was 20. I used to call him sir, but he used to scold me a lot with his own army style language. He told, no, we are friends. Okay, we are friends. So one day I asked him that you have so much love for the country, that is why. He told that this is correct, but the main secret is we love ourselves. If we don't fight at that time, we will die. That is the bottom line. When that Vivek means Chetana came, thought came, that sort of not Chetana, thought, not when he joined army, but when samsar jal mein फंस गया, दो बच्चे, बीबी, सारे इतने सारे पैसा से मकान बनाया, ये कुछ, then the person wants to survive, to enjoy it. But all the enjoyment article came through his job, and job is the job of a soldier. So if he doesn't fight, if he doesn't shoot, he will die. So he can't enjoy. একই আর্মি, 17 বছরের আর্মি আর 47 বছরের আর্মির মেন্টাল মেকআপ অ্যাবসলিউটলি ডিফারেন্ট. Clear? Now, so that is why, if anyone wants to take the vow of sannyasa or brahmacharya, they should take it at the early age. Because if a lot of people take sannyasa, I know, after retirement or like that, went to Rishikesh and took sannyasa, but problem happens. In Vachanamrit, there is a very nice story, that 3 swamis are sitting in the meditation. Among them, one was Bala Brahmachari. At the very young age, he took sannyasa. And another took sannyasa after procuring children and all those things. So when they are trying to meditate and the sound of jingle came, some women are passing through wearing नूपुर को क्या बोलते हैं, जिंगल बोलते हैं, तो पायल, पायल, anklet with the bell. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling that 2 swamis, they will look at it at glimpse and again they will sit for meditation, because that vasanas are there for women. gave you that example of army, it is verily true. 17 साल की उम्र की जो बच्चा आर्मी में, उनके पास इतना टान नहीं कि मुझे, इसलिए दे डू ऑल दोस थिंग्स. Next day when Sushmita Amma will come, request her to chant 18 bachar by Shukanto, because she recites nicely. I have heard. So you understood na today? Today's is little bit difficult you are feeling, but very interesting. In that subtle, tricky way we have never thought of. Now another thing we will do. In that way, rage urupashena sudurdamena baddhaha. It was the thing. See, karma, what is karma? Karma is duta. Dut means messenger. Karma is messenger who actually lifts us, or sometimes throws me down also. Think of it. Javena, what was the Javena Nitaha? Means I am forcefully dragged down. Te adhaha urdha uchaihi. See, any sorts of anurag or vitarag, any sorts of likes and dislikes, हमारा जो विवेक है उसको नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं, আমাদের বিবেককে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত করে. Our discriminatory faculty gets disturbed, distorted. So all the problem in my life actually because of the weakness of my viveka, discriminatory faculty. That is why I gave the yesterday that diabetes patients have too much attraction for sweets. They think that if my sugar goes up, I will be totally restricted. So যতদিন একটু কম আছে একটু বেশি করে খেয়ে নি, কি আর হবে, ওষুধ একটা ডোজ বাড়িয়ে দেব বা ইনসুলিনের একটা ডোজ বেশি করে নেব. Yes, I have seen that swamis also, believe me. And that Swami had the diabetes of more than 520. He used to take insulin. One day I saw in any Bhandara, he's eating 4 rasgullas. And what happened? Now I knew what will come today as food, so I have taken double doses of insulin. That Swami is alive still. I will not take the name. So the thing is, so what is bondage? When a lot of inert vastu, but I consider them as I or mine. That is the bondage. Now, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji is taking opportunity to talk about Vairagya. Because he was the hardcore sannyasi. Whenever he will read or study any Bhashya of Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, whenever he gets opportunity, he tells without sannyasa, moksha is not possible. So, take sannyasa. Like Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita, uh, whenever he is telling that enough upadesha I have given, atha yuddhasva bharata. Now get up and fight. So Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, whenever he gets opportunity, he glorifies Vairagya and inspires us to have sannyasa. Without Vairagya, if there is Viveka, nothing happens, because if we are too much attached, Viveka doesn't function. अगर वैराग्य नहीं रहेगा तो विवेक काम नहीं करता. विवेक रहता है लेकिन काम नहीं करता. तब क्या होता है? जानामि धर्मम न च मे प्रवृत्ति, जानामि अधर्मम न च मे निवृत्ति. Then I know what is right, but I have no intention to take the path of righteousness. I know what is not justice, what is the path of injust, yet I take it out of my vasanas, previous impression, because less vairagya is there. That is why viveka, after being full amount of viveka, we can apply it, because janami dharmam nachame pravritti. This is the verse of a person who is having full viveka, but vairagya ki abhav. That is why Viveka and Vairagya is always together. It should be. Viveka Vairagya Shamadama Shatka Sampatti Mumukshuttam. That is the fourfold sadhana. Sadhana Chatushtaya. Clear? Now, because those who are very much attached, they are Vishayeshu Baddhaha. And yesterday, very important sloka we discussed. One, doshena tivro vishayaha krishna sarpa vishadapi visham nihanti bhoktaram drashtaram chakshushapyayam. It is in 77 sloka. So, vishayaha means vishaya, doshena means tritiya, with the dosha, Krishna Sarpa Vishatapi, more dangerous than the venom of the black cobra, Tivra. It is Visham Bhoktaram Nihanti. What about the poison? You have to drink it or eat it or take it, then only a person will die. But here the object, Drashtaram, Ayam Chakshusha Drashtaram Nihanti. That Vishaya Visha, the poison of object, is why more poisonous? Because if I see, I am killed by it. This is the ninda of love at first sight. Because love at first sight, एक बार देखने से इतना प्रेम हो गया तो मन शादी करने में गया और आफ्टर गेटिंग मैरिज তোমার জন্য আমার জীবনটাই নষ্ট হয়ে গেল. So the thing is, what Gurudev is telling, sense objects are even more venomous in their tragic effects than cobra poison. Poison is fatal to one who swallows it, but the sense objects kill him who even looks at them with his eyes. Here. So the thing is, why it happens? Because adhyasa, because of adhyasa, superimposition. What is there? First is sattvadhyasa, सत्ता की अध्यास. It is there. भ्रम से हम लोग सोचते हैं कि it is there. Then ज्ञानाध्यास. We start acquiring knowledge. And Shobhanadhyasa. Shobhanadhyas means it will give me happiness or it will give me pain. So if विवेक अगर चले जाते हैं तो सब. एक देश में एक साधिका थी, मतलब एक ब्राह्मण की एक लड़की थी, वो पहले से ही साधिका थी. But she was really beautiful. और एक साधना की सौंदर्य होता है, सिर्फ वस्तु का सौंदर्य नहीं, अपना चरित्र साधना का एक रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, सौंदर्य होता है. तो एक देश, और लेकिन किसका साधन करते थे? She was the sadhika of hardcore Advaita Vedanta. Real story. What means real story means I have read it. One king, while roaming the city, suddenly he saw, oh my God, that sort of beautiful girl is there in my territory and I don't know her. Then he called his ministers and asked about that girl, and king came to know that she is the daughter of that very pious Brahmin. Then king went out of terrible attraction to see that girl. खुद चला गया और उनको पिताजी से बोला कि I want to marry that girl. And that girl told that king that you please come after 3 weeks. 3 हफ्ता के बाद आइए और मुझे लेके जाइए यहाँ से. Then what happened? The king went happily. Then the daughter told her father that I need 3 big jars, earthen jars. And from then, whatever he used to eat, she used to eat, that girl, used to vomit, used to urinate, used to excrete on those 3 jars with full of flame and everything else. After 3 weeks, she became lean. And when king came to take this girl, the girl told, these 3 jars are me. Take them. And the king could not understand it. Then that girl started teaching him like this, that what is apple and what became this and what is afterwards. So whenever it is not for you, I think that this uploaded video, one day, any young boys or girls, they will listen to. When they will be attracted too much for the opposite gender, they should remember this story, that whom I am too much attracted for are nothing but the three jars. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Today we have discussed so many subtle things.